In today's anime Yuji, our protagonist awoke in the isekai world as a beast tamer with a level up system. And the first monster he tamed was a slime, but this slime was special because Yuji can learn any or all magic skills from them. And Yuji can even send magic spells through them from a great distance away, and he can even hear and see what slime sees. After that, while Yuji was on a forest, a powerful wolf that tried to attack him but got tamed by Yuji. So our protagonist began his adventure in the isekai world, and one day Yuji saved a dryad who was about to die as a result of the entire forest being withered out, because someone placed a cursed stone there with the intent of killing her and destroying the entire forest. So after that, now the cute little dryad assists Yuji in guild jobs whenever he requires assistance. However, as he returned from finishing a job, the guild leader issued an alert because several thousand monsters had been spotted heading towards the town. So Yuji stepped in to assist them in saving the town. Another adventurer did the same and volunteered to protect the town. Then the dryad told Yuji that a mysterious man had left behind the cursed stone that had nearly killed her in the forest. So first and foremost, Yuji dispelled the curse from that stone and apprehended that man. However, at Yuji's side, the monster attacks became more intense, so he cast a barrier around an entire town and used an explosive spell multiple times to wipe out the entire monster army. However, as a result of consuming too much MP, Yuji became exhausted and lost consciousness. But, in the end, he saved the town from total destruction, and the man slimes had captured committed suicide. So Yuji went to the new town without telling anyone and continued his adventure. On the new town, Yuji applied to the guild to join in, and because Yuji possessed the ability to track down enemies, the guild accepted him without hesitation. So just as Yuji joined the guild, a group of 3 named Rhodes, Tina, and Lisa decided to form a party with him because of his tracking abilities. Then, they all accepted guild assignments to scout the location of the Earth Dragon, which is said to be hiding in the canyon. However, they were traveling and decided to stop for the night. Then, while they were all sleeping, Rhodes went off on his own to meet with his bandit friend in order for them all to kill Yuji and sell Tina and Lisa to slavers. However, Tina and Lisa had a hunch about this and followed Rhodes' trail to learn more about him. Yuji, on the other hand, received information about the situation from his slimes. So Yuji took the initiative and turned them all into ice, and the leader of the bandits they captured was also on the guild's job list to capture him. But Yuji was more concerned about the Blue Moon of Destruction bandits leader mentioned while he was spying on them. But that's a matter for another time. So Yuji, Lisa, and Tina continued their adventure on another day, but suddenly while they were on their way, the entire sky turned purple, and a mythical dragon descended from the sky. So 3 of them ran to seek refuge in the canyon, because the gusts of wind that appear there keep the monsters at bay. But, unfortunately, they all came across the Earth Dragon, which they were only supposed to locate. So, in order to conceal his strength, Yuki only uses his weaker spells at first, but the dragon appears to be unstoppable. So, seeing this, Yuji simply used a mid-level fire spell to completely incinerate the dragon. Then, as they returned to the guild to report their success, the guild leader heard about Yuji and invited him to the meeting because he had seen the dragon himself. So according to the information that has spread, the guild leader believes that the summoning ritual that the church performed in order to bring a divine being to this world may have been the cause of the dragon's appearance. However, according to legend, the dragon is no longer alive because it was long ago killed by the divine emissary. However, the method of killing it remained unknown due to the missing pages from the book. But now that it has reappeared, the guild has set a high price for joining the fight against the dragon, and Lisa and Tina have joined as a result for getting some extra cash. However, the priest of the church named Style took Yuji to his residence and gave Yuji an ancient relic, a dagger, that could aid him in defeating the dragon. Because the ritual that took place 30 years ago to summon a divine being was supposed to be summoned after 30 years, so, Style believes Yuji is the divine being who was summoned to this world to kill the dragon and save them from the chaos. So Yuji went off on his own to confront the dragon. He casted several spells on the dragon, but the dragon was unafraid because he was sucking the magic from the forest to become more powerful. At one point, the dragon cornered Yuji with his overwhelming strength, and Yuji had no choice but to defend himself. However, Yuji thought of a way to combine his spell with the dagger priest Style given to him. Yuji used the dagger to completely sever the dragon's neck, saving everyone from a great disaster. So with that, Yuji soon returned to the road to the new town of Ricardo, but the Dryad requested his assistance, because she discovered a mushrooms growing near the dragon Yuji had killed. This is known as Dragon's Grace, and this type of mushroom grows only near the dragon's grave. And the mushrooms contain a potential amount of magical power, which the evil person used to create those cursed stones. So Yuji gathered all the mushrooms, and Dryad made 2 types of potions and gave Yuji his share. So Yuji got on the road and drove to Ricardo's town. However, the wolf picked up on the scent of a human and followed it to a deserted village called Macias, which was populated by strange smiley people. They offered Yuji some hospitality, but Yuji did not believe them and left the place. And Yuji's intuition was correct because they immediately informed their leader about Yuji's departure. Following that, Yuji arrived in the town of Ricardo, but the weather was actually the opposite of the season. Tired of traveling, Yuji went to a restaurant to fill in, but they were unable to serve because of the cold weather. Because they had to use all firewood, they had to stay warm in this extreme weather, so Yuji assisted them by gathering wood and drying the moist wood to make the perfect wood to burn just so Yuji could have a delicious meal. However, the entire town was running low on firewood, and every job in the guild was filled with wood gathering requests, so our Yuji gathered a substantial amount of wood to fulfill the request and a little extra for the town. But then Slime discovered something strange, so Yuji summoned Dryad to assist him in identifying it. But the moment Yuji touched it, it began sucking out his MP. Just like the other cursed stones they had previously encountered. So Yuji removed the curse, but there were more magic stones in that area that Slimes discovered in a perfect circle. Yuji had a feeling something was wrong, so he destroyed the entire area and discovered a gate leading to an underground location. There Yuji discovered inside that location that the cursed stone he's been encountering was created artificially. Then he discovered a passageway that led directly to the Macias village he had discovered earlier. Slime explored the area and discovered that the 2 people they had seen earlier had reported the explosion in the Ricardo forest to their leader. As a result, their cursed stone production had been halted due to the destruction of their cursed well. Then they all got together and decided to find another batch of cursed wells to keep the production going. But Yuji stole everything from their main office. That made them suspect that someone was specifically targeting them. So they sacrificed themselves in order to unleash a powerful flame capable of annihilating anything in its path. But Yuji was well aware of the situation and used a high-level barrier to prevent the flame from spreading. So Yuji used his power to stop the shady group and save everyone. Later, he learned from the documents he stole from them that the name of their organization is Blue Moon of Salvation. And now Yuji is on their hit list because he tried to mess with them by destroying their cursed stone production factory. So, what happened next? If you want to find out, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get the most recent update of the channel. Till then everyone, take care.